I swear I missed the Saturday chill, but now I'm grown, gotta pay bills. I used to play in late stationary, now it's hard to stay still. Using all my time to climb the A-mill. Lucky Charms was my 8 a.m. meal. On cinnamon toast, honey nut smacks and Cheerios was filling my bowl. Eyes glued to the telly, it was Ed and Eddie. But can you lower your voice, cause I'm missing my show.
Look, waking up to some homemade food. Yu-Gi-Oh! At 11, Beyblade at noon. Hit the Mario Kart when I had GameCube. Got me feeling like a chemist by the time it was 2. Mix up the cereal, textures are critical. For its taste to be right at its pinnacle. Watching Hey Arno and Dragon Ball Z. Watch me shine with my pebbles fruity. Nah, man.
Yeah, we made ya. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Random Man. It is Saturday, which means it's time for Saturday morning cartoons and cereal. Yeah, it's Saturday. Yeah, Logic. I get some really dope guests.
That you do.
And this particular lovely woman was supposed to be on other shows. She's supposed to be on our fashion show. We never could get it done. She's supposed to be on Daily of the Week. We never could get it done. But I knew she couldn't resist coming on Saturday morning cartoons and cereal. I knew this was the one.
This is the one.
This was the one. The woman to the left of us is the maestro of the makeup, the phenom of beating that face. She can make ugly look presentable and presentable look downright fantastic. She is the one, the only Aisha.
Oh my God. Hi.
Aisha White. The Aisha White. How you doing?
Guys. I'm doing great. Had so much to do. Like I said, in the beginning of 2021, I just moved into a brand new apartment with
true.
God's graces and God's blessing. I have not caught COVID at all.
Hey,
With
that's a
God's
blessing.
graces and God's blessing. So, I've been really careful and trying to monitorize my movements so I don't make no oopsies.
No oopsies.
Okay?
No oopsies.
That's right.
No oopsies. So everybody, as you already know, you've been watching the season already. This is episode 7. This is episode 7. You've been watching the season already. You know it's the Zoom. You know it's all new. We're doing the Zoom. Come on in, Zoom. Come on in, Zoom. So we're doing the Zoom interviews. And I said, if I'm gonna catch her at any time, it's the Zoom interview.
Yes.
Because
She's on the move.
Because we don't have to get her in the studio. The woman has a very, when it's not COVID, your schedule's packed. When it's not COVID, it's hard to get you. But we were able to get you on. We have a super fun episode. A lot of these singer people that we wanted to get on the show probably are going to hate you for this because you picked the topic that they would have wanted, which was cartoon theme songs.
Exactly.
So the singers are like,
I am so infatuated with 90s, early 2000s cartoon shows, whatever. That's me. That's my era. I love that era.
that's perfect.
I am obsessed with that era.
Love it.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
But
So we're gonna have some fun. I have some cartoon theme songs that I think are the best. At any time you could throw any that you think are cool. Logic, pass me the lovely box that I'm gonna be working with today. We are snacking it up today.
Toast Crunch. I'm a Frosted Flakes girl, though.
Fantastic. We love Frosted Flakes over here.
I feel so bad that I don't have my cereal.
It's okay. It's okay. It's been done already. We had somebody already. But you are understandable. because you just moved in.
Right.
She ain't got her cereal collection
Exactly.
yet.
You already
When-
know.
I haven't been food shopping or anything yet.
So
right.
we understand. Here on cartoons and cereal, we're understandable.
Right now, all she got up in her refrigerator is ketchup and mayonnaise.
Ketchup and mayonnaise is all you got in your refrigerator right now.
Pretty
She
much. And Slim Fast. But
It's
that's
Slim
about
Fast.
it.
Let's get right into it, everybody. What I think is probably a very interesting song, and you're gonna love this because I picked this because it was on your profile, meaning I did my research. You are definitely gonna like this
Yes.
because you said you like this show, and you said in the post you're this old. Muppet Babies. Muppet Babies. I love that theme song. Muppet Babies are Harry's boys. Love that song.
I
Muppet
loved
Babies.
Muppet Babies. I think my favorite was Gonzo though.
Yes.
Everybody thinks I'm weird, but that's what my favorite was. Everybody used to thought Miss Piggy was my favorite or Kermit was my favorite. No, it was Gonzo. He's really weird. So
it's funny. Her favorite's Gonzo. Do you know who my favorite is?
Grover?
No. Grover was on Sesame Street.
that's right.
See, whoop, there it is.
He said, whoop, there I can't.
Like
That's just terrible. A
wouldn't be-
comedian wouldn't like
Fozzie.
Fozzie,
Fozzie.
of course.
No, but Fozzie, because he was lovable, corny.
Yeah, Fozzie was hilariously
Fozzie
Yeah.
was lovable, corny.
I would say that. Definitely would say that.
Yeah. I never got a tomato through at me on stage.
At least.
Not yet.
Don't ask for it either.
Not yet.
People think tomatoes break. You're gonna get one of them Whole Foods farm tomatoes that bruise your face. You don't want that.
I just get her to make me look better.
True. Or she's probably gonna use the acid from the tomato as a peel.
Oh, right.
So you're gonna peel all.
It will
all
have
off.
so many different nutrients. You'll never know what
See?
you can use. Different things of
see?
raw vegetables. You never know.
So
We brought it up. I've talked about her and this makeup career and all this good stuff. She's also an actress. Talked about all that good stuff.
Yes.
But let's talk about. Let's take it back in time. Let's do a generic question. What made you get into doing makeup?
What made me get into doing makeup was, everybody has their type of art,
Right.
Painting, whatever the case may be. My canvas was people's faces. I enjoyed working with a group back in the day. They were an upcoming singing group called Simplicity BK. That's how I got my start working with them. I was their assistant, helped with their, getting their tea, made sure they had everything they needed. And then I crossed over into doing helping with wardrobe and makeup. When I did the makeup, I was infatuated on how they looked, how they loved my, my work, even though I was just starting out. And it just stuck with me. So I started to notice a lot of things about women and how they would feel less than beautiful. So I feel like, maybe that could be my craft in helping females and women feel more empowered and feel more beautiful and just have more, what can I say, just love themselves more, and
Right.
not always justify themselves with this day's beauty,
Right.
which is
Right. I like that.
plastically fake. So
Right.
Nice.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. If your definition of beauty is whatever is on the magazine today,
Right.
believe me, that will change in the next magazine. So that
Exactly. Yep.
it's not stagnant. It's not real.
it's crazy. I mostly like to promote natural beauty, but
Okay.
if you can spruce it up with a little something, not to totally look like a whole different person,
Right.
then it's spruce up what you already have.
I love it. Yeah. Sometimes I like to powder myself. Baby powder, that is.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with that talent.
Yeah. You don't want to put
that.
You don't put gold.
And
Gold
don't do it
out,
like the way they did back in the days, where you go outside, you have powder all up on your neck and on your chest, and all that stuff.
Yes.
You just walking outside like that shit is okay.
I love it when I have guests that were in the same age range, because it's another thing that me and her got to know in common, because we're both from that era of seeing people do stuff the wrong way. The girls coming to school with the whole neck and the powder around the ring.
Neck and chest, just white.
Just white. Good segue. Tailspin. Remember Tailspin? Tailspin.
Oh yes.
Tailspin. Tailspin, like too thick and thin with another tailspin. I love Tailspin.
Remember, Tailspin, of course, spins out from Jungle Book.
Spin off of Jungle Book.
And so Jungle Book had songs in it. So I knew they were gonna bring it with Tailspin.
Tailspin. Okay. I don't know if anyone else would consider it, but I consider Tailspin for the time of the 90s, a modern day musical.
Yes.
Every afternoon.
For the most, I would say that too.
Yeah. Because Tailspin songs that they played throughout the show were great. And then you had the character King Louie, who he wasn't the best character in the Jungle Book.
Right.
But who doesn't like his song in the Jungle Book? I want to be like you, ooh, ooh. I want to walk like you, talk like you.
Like you.
Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I love that song. But then he was such a great character.
Oh my God.
I told you were going to have fun on this show.
Jesus
I told
Christ.
you were going to have fun on this show. I just couldn't believe it.
I love old school stuff. Like Disney was my everything when I was younger.
Yeah.
So I watched all the Disney shows. I watched all the Disney cartoons. I watched all the Disney movies. My favorite back in the day old school cartoon had to be, what was that? Ducktales.
Woo!
I can look in DuckTales.
You know you can do the Carlton to Duck.
I love
the Carlton.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
The three little brothers just had me going. I'm like, yes, y'all can't get them little boys.
Now here's people would already know this because this comes out when it comes out, but the reboot of DuckTales sadly is not getting picked up for another season.
3 seasons.
They just did 3 seasons, but it's gonna end with a very, very good series finale. So they're not gonna leave it. They're not gonna leave it open ended. But
they were bringing some heat.
That was a good reboot. Before we get back to the cartoons, I do have to ask this question.
What's up?
You named cartoons. Who was your favorite cartoon character growing up?
Out of every cartoon?
Out of every cartoon.
That's a tough one. Okay. I was obsessed with Sailor Moon. And I would have to say Serena.
Okay.
Now, even though she was a ditz.
She was a ditz. But it's so
when
funny
it was time to kick some butt, she was still a ditz. But sometimes she got to the point.
Yes, I agree. It's so funny she said Sailor Moon, and you will be the proof to the pudding. Yep. Sailor Moon is the next thing I was going to name, because that is a great theme song. Fighting you by moonlight,
light,
winning
love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Ooh, I said he.
Shout out to the American version, because I know the Japanese.
The anime version of that.
Right.
I was so mad because that's on Hulu, and they call her by a entirely different name.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's true. That's true.
I was like, no, her name is Serena. Like, who the hell is that?
Oh man, I have another question for you that I don't think a lot of people, because when people think of makeup artists, they always say, okay, this person's a makeup artist. But
Mhm.
makeup artists are people who study the craft just like other people,
Oh, definitely.
musicians and
Mhm.
all that other stuff. So, do you have some great makeup artists that you look up to, that you have seen their stuff and you say that stuff is solid? I like that. That's amazing. Or
There was a makeup artist back when I was working at Sephora.
okay,
Her name was Claire Moy. That's her makeup artist name. And she actually taught me a lot of what I know now. So I would have to really say I wouldn't be the makeup artist I am today without her.
Shout out.
see, look at that, look at that. I knew this was a good question. Time question, guy. That's what I do.
And then I have one more, just real quick,
Okay.
one more. And that one more is my manager, Allison from MAC Cosmetics.
Okay.
She is what the epitome of what the perfect manager should be like. I tell her all the time that she should write a book because a lot of people don't know how to manage. They get that title, they get a little power, and they go berserk, and they don't always treat their employees with the
That's
respect
true.
that they deserve. She is a very loving person, very understanding person. If you work and you bust your ass for her, excuse me, man language, I don't know if we can curse, sorry. But if you do the work, she is very lenient to the point where if you looked overworked because she asked you to come in and you came in on your day off or whatever, like, you know what, take this day off, you look tired. Or if I came in with a something wrong with my eyes, like I had like a little allergy or something like that, and it's noticeable, she'd be like, you can't work here like that, you need to go home. Some people will actually have you stay on the floor and
Oh
make you
yeah.
work like that.
Yes. Unfortunately, I've worked in places like that.
So she was the best manager ever, and makeup artist as
The
well.
game is real. Okay.
The game is definitely real. Speaking of the game, bring up one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Now this one might go over your head because not a lot of people were up on it.
What?
But let's see. Let's see if you're up on this one.
Let's see.
Bucky. Captain Bucky O'Hare.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
I do remember that, but I don't remember the theme song.
You took
now, Bucky O'Hare. Bucky O'Hare.
I do remember that.
Unfortunately, for the people who know me very well, they know that I know this theme song word for word. When the righteous indignation has suffered a hit, and your full-time accelerator is broken to bits, and you're losing your mind, and you're having a fit, to take care of it. Funky.
That is so dope.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I think I got one.
Because I loved how I wrote it. Who are some of the favorite faces you had to beat up? Get it? Get it? Beat up.
That I had to do makeup for?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I would say Kirby J, who's a video vixen. She's one. Tara from Love and Hip Hop. She was one. She was really, really cool, very sweet. Actually, well, the craziest thing, I knew she was pregnant before she even revealed it on Love and Hip Hop this season. She got pregnant again by Peter when he was with, Miss Amina Butterfly, because we did a show with her. And I felt a little bump. I was like, Tara, you got some explaining to do, honey?
She's like, there's something going on there in that area.
But
quite a lot happening right now.
Pretty much I would say those two are my favorite. Because I'm not really keen on doing celebrity makeup like that, because I don't really have time for people to be snooty, and because they're this person, they want to talk to you some kind of way or whatever the case may be. Nah, I tell everybody I'm a hood chick that know how to do makeup. I'll curse you out. I don't care. Talk to who you gonna talk to. I don't care. I'll make you look like Ronald McDonald. Cool person, down to earth. I love to chill. I love to, bug out and have a good time. So if you're gonna come with me with a snooty attitude, just like I don't like doing weddings, I cannot do the bridezilla thing. I can't, okay? Because even though I would allow you to look beautiful on your wedding day, if you gave me a hard time, what I would do is wait to that final moment and knock that cake on the floor. I know you spent bread on.
Knocking over cakes. Speaking of cake, this is a great segue. This is a great segue.
Cake is always a great.
You're gonna appreciate this segue.
Cake is always
because what was the one cake I didn't get as a kid that I told you I wanted? It was my favorite cartoon besides Bucky O'Hare. It's on this list.
Now was a cake.
Oh, it is
cake.
You wanted that? Oh yes. So y'all, some of y'all don't know.
My favorite cake.
That Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cake.
I wanted a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cake, so it's a perfect segue.
I had one.
Wow. See,
I no longer
when
like
I was a kid.
I no longer like it.
First though, shout out to even the person that decided to get you
Donatello.
The Ninja Turtle. Wow, and it's a Donatello. Oh, you got stepped on twice right now in this episode.
You're no longer.
My mother, I was a big tomboy.
And you wanted a turtles cake.
So I wasn't into girly things. I always liked, boyish stuff. I never was into like Barbies and all that. Even though she bought me that crap, I sold it the minute I got a chance to sold all that stuff. So, but I was really, really into Ninja Turtles, Street Sharks, Beast Wars, Transformers, Thundercats. That was me.
Okay.
So
we picked the perfect guest again. So we can't talk about theme songs without talking about another one of my favorites. Darkwing Duck. Let's get dangerous. When there's trouble, you call me W.
Bad boys.
I love it. I love it.
She there it is.
She knows the thing.
That means she spent hours in front of that TV. Like
yes.
You prior away.
I did.
You
no cap. I was
watching. No cap. No cap.
She already spent hours like, yo, give me my cereal, leave me alone, shut up.
Listen, Marvel and Disney announcements of what's happening in the next couple of years, they mentioned they're doing a live action Chip and Dale rescue.
Yeah, I actually heard
that. Oh, Chip and Dale. I'm excited to see a live action Chip and Dale. I'm also very excited to talk to you about Chip and Dale because I also, as doing my research, know that you like Chip and Dale as well. You are a big Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers fan. I gotta ask you, who is your favorite character from the Rescue Rangers, from the group of Chip and Dale and the Rescue Rangers?
Oh my God.
Villain.
Or your favorite villain.
I would have to. I don't remember her name though. The girl mouse.
Gadget. My favorite, Monterey Jack.
Of course.
Monterey Jack.
Fat Cat was my dude.
Fat Cat was.
Remember
it's time for the most important question.
Oh my God, I'm scared. What's that?
No. All right. Most important question. This question, as we said before, it's 1A and 1B. The most important question will be, will you marry me? The next question right after that will be this one, okay?
Yeah.
1A, 1B.
Yeah. You could be in any cartoon universe. Where would you be and why? But before you answer, know this, that whatever cartoon universe you decide, you would have to live by that cartoon universe's rules. So if you were in, let's say, Sailor Moon, you might get attacked by one of those species that came down, and the Sailor Scouts might not get there in time.
I still kick their butt, but
where would you choose?
I can be in
any cartoon.
The Snorks.
It's our second Snorks. We had a Snorks last season.
Yes.
Snorks?
The Snorks.
The Snorks, because they were just the cutest little things. Oh my God, I always wanted one.
So you don't want to get chased by the Snork Eaters, because remember they
lived off things that
and then they had the Snork Eaters, the Snork Eater Eaters. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, so
I will rock with the dude with the guitar. I'm chilling.
She
wants you with the smoke.
I so want someone to now animate Aisha as a snork. I so want that. If you're watching this show, put down in the comments. Tell me how much it costs. I'll pay for it.
I can just see her hanging out with All Star.
Aisha, tell us how we can find you and all that good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Instagram, of course. I'm really mainly on Instagram, which is lady_Iesha. Well, lady is spelled LADEE_ESHA show up SHOWUP. So that's how you can find me anytime.
That's right.
Shows up and beats your face up.
And I show love, so.
And then you look beautiful.
Because them cameras are relentless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Plus you have HD makeup that goes with the cameras.
There it is. All right. See, look at that.
If the camera added 10 pounds on me, I would say it was the cereal's fault. Everybody, this has been a fantastic season so far. We know that 2020 was a rough year for everybody, and we know it was a very serious year. We want you to have a very fun year and a very successful year this year. But if you're going to be serious about anything, be serious about your cereal and your cartoons. I like that. We're going to end on that. She's the Phenom of Foundation. You know who we are, and we are out.